how badly you want to learn. Just most people don't have it. And I think this is what our schools should teach you. So you guys have got to be smarter. You know, there's a lot of people who can't make $1,000. And the reason they can't make $1,000 is because mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, they're not capable of making $1,000, whatever the case is. So Kim and I today are in the multi-millions of dollars in making money. But we wouldn't have gotten there because one time we were having trouble at $1,000. So every time we had a problem, we had to get bigger than the problem. For many people out there with a $1,000 problem, they're not going to solve the problem until they personally develop themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to be bigger than a $1,000 problem. Number one reason to be an entrepreneur is not about money. The number one reason to be an entrepreneur is personal development. You know, to develop yourself to be, as the Army says, to be all you can be.
As an entrepreneur, every day we're facing the unknown, we're facing problems that come up, we're facing new challenges that come up, and it's always like right in our face. And so in order to solve those problems, we've got to dig deeper, we've got to be stronger, we've got to get better all the time. So personal development, I think entrepreneurship is the fast track to personal development. Because a lot of times when there's an issue that comes up, we can't solve it. It's something else that's going on with us personally. And so we want to overcome those blocks, whatever's holding us back, whatever those blocks are emotionally, physically, mentally, we want to move on from those. So that's where our strength comes from.
Because personal development, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical development is more important than money.
Is basically we each have, there's two primary mindsets, and we tend to have one primary of the two. One is the fixed mindset. So a person with a fixed mindset basically says, I was born with this much intelligence, I'm going to stay with this much intelligence, I know as much as I know, and that's it. But I'm smart. And the fixed mindset has a hard time learning. They have a hard time growing because they already think they know all the answers.
There's something else a fixed mindset does. They want to make sure that you don't grow because they want to make sure that you don't get past them.
Right.
So they have to always pretend to be smarter, better, richer, you know, more in control of their life than you. But the fixed mindset actually screws themselves because they cannot grow.
So the fixed mindset, really, they don't take on new challenges, but the other mindset is called the growth mindset, and that's what we're all about, and that's what you need to be an entrepreneur. So a growth mindset, they always think they can get better. They always think they can grow. They love new challenges. They love new ideas and problem solving, the puzzle. So they did the puzzle. Then they had a second option. You can either do the same puzzle again, or you can do a new, harder puzzle. Well, immediately you saw the difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset, because the fixed mindset goes, oh, I want to be right, I want to get the right answer, so I'm going to do the same puzzle again. The growth mindset goes, why in the world would you do the same puzzle again? Give me the harder one. I want to learn, I want to grow. So that's a very quick example of the differences. As an entrepreneur, you really have got to have that growth mindset.
4 types of mindsets. One mindset is I must win. Another mindset is I must be right. Another mindset is I must be liked. And the other mindset is I must be comfortable. So the people who must be liked and the people who must be comfortable will probably never make it as entrepreneurs, simply because, you know, we hear it all the time. Oh, I don't really want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. You know, I want to be with all my friends, have them like me. Well, they should not be entrepreneurs, they should be employees. This is lesson number 1, and the rich don't work for money. My way of teaching is to first put doubt in your brain, to challenge your belief systems. And then maybe you can choose new beliefs or keep up with old beliefs. Right? So when you think about working for money, what comes through your head? So if I could explain this to you for the rest of the millennial lessons, it's really going to be on this theme here. Because financial education is about not working for money. Like one of the first questions when I finally realized what my rich dad was saying, I said, well, when do I never need a paycheck again? See, my goal wasn't, you know, go to the moon or, you know, cure cancer. My job was when would I never need a paycheck again? Because as long as you need a paycheck, be it from an employer or like my poor dad, he was so afraid of losing his government pension. My poor dad was an academic, straight A student. Why go to school, get a job, and know nothing about money? So my old man kind of got fired. He lost his pension. It was the most frightening thing in the world to him. He had no pension. So that's why my goal when I was about your age, a little older, around 25, I said, my goal is to never need a paycheck again from anybody, even the government. I don't want any Medicare, Social Security, or whatever. That, when I was a military pilot, so oh, you got to get the military pilot pension. I said, you do, but I'm not going to. And just because of this here, that was the difference. Because I never wanted to work for money to need a paycheck. One of the most important things you have in your life is time. It's one of your greatest assets, or it's your liability. And being, I just turned 70, and I have friends who have nothing. I mean, they have zero. Now they've made a lot of money, but they have nothing here. They have nice houses, nice cars, they have, you know what I mean? And being young is great, except it can be a liability to you. Because when you're young, you're just having a lot of fun and life's exciting, it's new. But the thing is so many people spend their time focusing here. They want to make a lot of money. And I can hear it in their words. They say, oh, I want a career. This is career. Or I'm going to start my own business. And this is the chart here. This is the cash flow quadrant, book number 2. E is employee. S is small business, self-employed, or a specialist like a doctor, lawyer, web designer. B is big business, 500 employees or more. And I is professional investor. So when I was your age, I knew I wanted to get here. This takes time. This is the hardest, This is where the big mega bucks are. And Kim and I are here. And the money is massive. But it takes time to get there. The big mistake I see young people make is they focus here. And the words are, I want to do what I love. That's the truth. You see, in real life, sometimes you have to do what you hate. Like people think I like to write books. I hate writing books. But it fills my purpose in life. Not my passion, my purpose. Because my purpose was to get here. I knew I wanted to go there, and it wasn't doing what I loved. I had to learn what I didn't want to learn. I had sometimes to do what I hated. I had to learn about taxes. I had to learn about debt. I had to take classes. I had to learn about insurance. So I was doing a lot of things I hated doing so I could come over here. These guys never do this. They say, look, they live that passion. I want that passion. The difference in passion is greedy. Purpose is for other people. So my purpose was to come over here so I could serve more people. So the big mistake for young people is I'm going to do what I love, which is fine over here. But what do you love the most? Well, I loved my freedom. And I know it sounds greedy, but I love making money. I'd rather have a lot of money than no money. I've been both. I've been broke, I've been down, everything, but I'd rather have a lot of money. The big mistakes I see young people making is here. They think about what they want to do, what they love. And what I'm saying to you, the millennials right now, invest in what you love. Most young people, or should I say, short-sighted people, they think this is it or this is it. But this is the one here. So the reason I make more money is because it's not what I'm doing what I love. I do sometimes what I hate so I can have the assets that I love. I love having a business. So the business affords me the lifestyle I want. And then I invest in real estate. This is what I know. The higher the risk, the more education it takes and how badly you want to learn. Because most people don't have it. They want a job, they want job security, they want a paycheck, they want a 401k. And that's why they don't get to come here. That's why they don't get to come over here. Nothing right or wrong, you know. I don't ever want it to be here. I knew when I was your age I want to come here, but the higher the risk, the higher the returns, but also the higher dedication, education, and study you have to go through. So today, and I'm making millions and millions. I make more in a day than many people make in a lifetime. But it was worth it. Did I lose? Sometimes, yes, but it was worth it. You go to school here, you take no risk. That's why my poor dad was poor. He didn't like to make mistakes. Okay. You've got to be so much smarter. And most people, they have it. They have that ability to be that smart, but they rather do what they love rather than invest in what they love. Got it?